what's your intake on how would you fix the problem if you were there? That would be that's my question, because you are because your husband was a veteran. I'd like to know, what would you do if you were there to fix this, be in charge of this administration? What would you do? Just curiosity.
For the VA, I would not give out bonuses like they've been doing.
Right.
Because they rush people through.
Right.
That, whenever that was instated or put into place, I told my husband at that time that is a vehicle for them to siphon money for other purposes.
Right.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
That should be stopped immediately.
Yep.
Nobody should get a bonus because they got somebody through ER 10 minutes quicker than they should have.
Right.
You know? It's ridiculous.
Right.
This is not the America that I grew up in.
Nope. No, it's not. You're right.
It really makes me sad. I'm only one person, and, you know, together, if we all band together, maybe we can do something. But it just seems like everybody is going their own way.
Right.
You know?
Right, I know, and that's the thing, you know, and the news media is not going to give you airtime about this, because, you know, here you are, you're exposing the William Boyer Project, and, you know, you're a whistleblower to us, and, you know, here you are, you're saying that $25, you only get $3 of that $25 to go to the William Boyer Foundation. That's pretty outrageous. That does need to be, you know, exposed a lot more. It should be exposed a lot more. Now, why aren't they doing that? Is it because of advertisement, or is it because their advertisement contract? What's the reason behind what do you think the reason why Fox is doing what they're doing? That's my question for you, Lynette.
You talking about the Wounded Warrior Project?
Yes, correct. Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay. I think that they're trying to get the word out, and they're over-flooding the market advertisement.
Okay.
You know, I hear it all. I hear probably on the radio. See, I don't have TV. I was hooked to Fox News for years.
Right.
24 hours a day.
Right.
I haven't had a TV for 15 months now.
Wow.
Because of that. So I get my news from Facebook and other Patriot groups and the radio.
Right.
I hear, when it first came on, the commercial, it had Barack Obama and Michelle Obama on there.
That's right.
And at first, you know, I guess it was hitting their bottom line. Having Barack on there.
Right.
Pardon me calling him by his first name, but I don't. That's what he is to me.
Right.
They changed it to Joe Biden's wife.
Right.
Michelle Obama and Joe Biden's wife will come on as a commercial. Then they'll have country stars come on for commercials. Now, I don't know about the other channels because I only listen to the country one.
Right.
Now, because a lot of it is noise in my ears now that I'm as old as I am.
Right.
I was a pretty hard rocker back then, so my ears kind of buzz a little bit.
Right.
But that's why I listen to country. The country radio has really tried to get behind and help the Wounded Warriors. I know that Toby Keith goes over and will entertain the troops at the drop of a hat.
Right.
I love him for that. He has just been wonderful with the troops.
Right.
He might even entertain less than 50 troops or, 2,500.
Right.
Depends on how many get there. Brad Paisley's been going over there lately. That Brown Band does the same thing.
Right.
The country stars are trying to help.
Right. But as administrators, though, that's a problem.
I feel like...
Right.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, that's fine.
I feel like the Wounded Warrior Project, though, is a great project, but they're putting out too much advertisement and using too much administrative costs.
Right, that's what I was going to get at. Right, that was my point I was going to make, because that's administration. Right, go ahead. Go ahead.
About all I can think of to say,
Right.
I'm very distraught about the whole situation.
Right.
Of the veterans.
Right.
They come home with catastrophic injuries that will have to be taken care of for the rest of their lives.
Right.
In Vietnam, they didn't come home.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
So if you look at the 58,000 that died in Vietnam, and there's been about 4,000 in this latest war, you can tell the difference in the medical treatment. The medical treatment is better, but the medical treatment also costs more.
Right.
If the Veterans Administration could reorganize somehow and quit giving out all of its money to the supervisors and the higher-ups and use it on the men. That's what it's for.
Right.
That's why we have a cabinet position for veterans.
Right.
So we could get them the money.
Right.
I remember when they established a cabinet position, and I was so happy, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great.
Right.
Well, it's got a lot of problems, too.
Really?